going live?
Aha.
And we are live. Yes, I think we are live. I can't even tell.
You can never tell sometimes.
Yeah, this is where I
It's
need
amazing.
the
Yes.
sound person. Give me one sec. And I need to go back to Zoom. Yeah, we are live. Oh my God, guys, we're live. Sorry about that. I usually have someone who shoots me over here. But anyway, I'm John David West, and I am so excited because I'm here with Michael David Gordon, and we are going to talk about theater arts. So listen, Michael David Gordon is an amazing person. He's an actor, a singer, a songwriter, a teacher. Let's see what else. What else do you do? You're a voice coach. So if you need voice lessons, you guys got to hit him up. And
acting coach.
Acting coach.
Yep.
I should probably hit him up. And, but what's amazing is he is teaching and leading out the Theater for the New Cities online theater workshop after school program starting on December the 1st. That's next Tuesday, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
Fast approaching.
It is fast approaching. And this is something they've been doing for a while. And now they're not going to let COVID stop and going to continue on in this starting now for 10 weeks. So, so Michael David, first of all, it's free, right? Can you tell me a little bit about the program? It's free to join.
It's free to join. It's a 10-week program. Kids approximately 8 to 12, 8 to 13. And it'll be twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we are going to explore with the kids various aspects of making theater. Acting, obviously, improvisation, songwriting, poetry, mime. We'll do some puppetry. And this is all towards creating a final, what we call a culminating event, which is a approximately 1 hour piece, completely written by the kids. Music, scenes, theme, etc. And really the gestalt underneath the program is to give kids tools where they can express how they see the world, but through their eyes. You know, I mean, it's one thing for an adult to talk about what's happening today, say with COVID and what's happening politically, what's happening socially. And what we're looking for is to get a sense of where we are through the eyes of a kid, through the eyes of a kid living in New York City in 2020.
Right.
And what that means, you know, how they feel about being in school or not being in school, what it's like to wear a mask when they're outside, and specifically, not just sort of, you know, the headlines, but, you know, what that's like moment to moment, how they deal with being with their friends or not being with their friends, how the friendship, you know, the relationship with my friend changes. We used to be hanging together all the time in person, in school or on the streets or in the neighborhood. Now we can only see each other online. And what does it mean? What does that do to the friendship? So
that's amazing. And so I can only imagine they will surprise you in a big way.
Yes.
In the past, so you've done these classes, you know, in person, and they create the theme, whatever theme they're going to focus on. And have they surprised you prior?
Absolutely. Every year. And what surprises me about them really is their wit. I mean, their ability to see a situation and embrace irony. And, you know, they don't know to call it irony, but that's what it is, you know, or to make a social comment on something that is accepted every day, but they're commenting on it again through the eyes of a 10-year-old, and through the eyes specifically of a 10-year-old who is a New York City 10-year-old.
And
that's different. You know, that's different than being a 10-year-old
Mm.
living in, Iowa City
Yeah.
or Wisconsin or
Yeah.
even San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's a very specific thing. I grew up here in New York City, born
Uh-huh.
and raised. So I can remember being 10 years old, and my world was really interesting and
Yeah.
strange and scary and sometimes a little dangerous and incredibly funny and
Mhm.
joyful and all those things.
Right. They are they it's on and it is only New York City kids this
Correct.
round, right?
Correct.
It'd be
Yes.
interesting if you since it's online, I'm not saying change the program, but to be able to open it up to
Well,
other
well,
places.
that's what's interesting. We have, in theory, it is open. We could
Oh,
get a kid from San Francisco. I mean, if this, our outreach, our advertising is going out online,
yeah. That
who
would be
knows?
incredible.
Yeah, we still have some spots open,
Uh,
and whoever approaches us, they'll approach us. And if the connection is right, they have to be a certain age,
uh-huh.
um, and they have to
How
have uh, a certain technology.
right.
It's really, we're going from 8 years old,
Mm,
9 years old to 12, 13 years old.
oh,
It's a really interesting range,
yeah,
because you can get a number of different points of view within that range.
yeah.
Um, and that also has surprised me how different, um, say, a store closing can be to a 9-year-old
Mhm.
as opposed to a 12-year-old.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
know, the local, sandwich shop that has been open for years, where the kid knows the
Yeah.
name of the person who runs the shop and the person's kids, and and their mother and grandmother
Yeah.
shopped at this place, and now it's closed.
Yeah.
And the kid's perspective on that, is really interesting
I
and
have a
very,
feeling, sorry, go ahead.
and just very poignant. These kids are really sharp, man. They don't miss anything.
Exactly. And that said, I have a feeling that they're going to teach you guys a few things. And it'll be fascinating to see, what you learn or what you learn when we, and also we'll be able to go online and watch the final performance
Oh yes, absolutely.
out in the
Absolutely.
web, in the
Yes,
interweb.
indeed.
Amazing. So they're going to do like mime and improv and what do you say, poetry.
Hmm.
They all do it. Like, is it one week is one theme, one week is another theme, or do they break off into groups?
No, they break off into groups, and within that hour, and each session is an hour and a half.
Uh-huh.
Within that hour and a half session, one group may go off and work on a poetry
Mhm.
section. Another group may go and work on a movement section.
Yeah.
Another group may go and work on songwriting.
Excellent.
Uh, but then they'll all get back together and do work as one whole
Right.
group as well.
Okay, so another question. You taught this last spring and it was closed right before COVID. So how was
Yes.
that?
We did 3 sessions, and then we got shut down, and it was very abrupt,
Yeah.
and nobody got to say goodbye,
Oh,
and it
wow.
was weird. I know it was weird for the kids. It was certainly weird for us, the adults.
Yeah.
Literally, there's a big black Bible, sort of a binder Bible, that
Uh-huh.
I have, that has all of the, contact information and,
Mm.
different lesson plans and all that. I have not seen that book since March.
Wow.
It is there in the theater,
Yeah.
in the arts and ed closet, living there.
Wow. So
So,
are any of the students going to return from that
oh
class? Do
yes,
you know?
yes, yes. Most of the students are returnees.
That's amazing. And they are going to be such different people as we all are.
I
We
was
all
just
are
going to say
different
that.
people.
Yes, yes. And
Amazing.
I'm sure they will talk about that,
Hmm.
how they're different.
Wow. This is extraordinary. It really is. I'm really excited for you guys. Um, how do you feel about working online versus in class? Like how
Yeah,
do you think the students react to that? Like
yeah.
students do well
You
online?
know, here's what's interesting about it is, personally,
Hmm.
I teach theater, and before all this happened, of course, I thought you have to be in the room with the people that you're working with. I mean, it's one of the things that's, inherent about theater is people in a room all at the same time telling stories,
Sure.
creating work.
Hmm.
And when that got taken away from us, I'll be honest with you, I was not optimistic.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be a problem,
Hmm.
going to be a problem. But what I found out is, it's that old adage of one door closes and another door opens. If you're willing to put your hand on the knob, turn it and open it and walk through the door.
Yeah.
Um, all of this creativity that's happening now is really inspiring. And I've learned how to teach online.
Yeah.
This little box that we're in,
Hmm.
um, it presents possibilities. There are things that you can do even here,
Yeah.
which are quite rich. And I found this out as well. There is a certain intimacy that happens when it's like this,
Yeah. I've
that is distinct. It's different from the intimacy that you have, certainly when you're in
Mhm.
person. But there is a certain intimacy that happens here.
Mhm.
And the dirty little secret, here's the dirty little secret, certainly educationally, is that there are kids in this city and around this country that are thriving
Yeah.
because they're learning remotely as opposed to learning in person. For some kids,
Mm.
learning in person and being in school is a nightmare,
Mhm.
you know. And I'm not just talking bullying,
Mhm.
I'm talking all of the various social things that happen
Mhm.
when you're among other people, especially kids. Kids can be cruel,
Yeah.
and kids can be, they cannot think about the ramifications of stuff that they do or say
Sure.
because they're kids.
Right.
Um, and to some extent, there is this set of kids that are thriving because they don't have to deal with that.
Right.
This this is a certain controlled atmosphere that works for them.
Mhm.
Um, you could say the same for adults. I know some adults that will not be going back to an office,
Yes, I
even
know some of those too. Um,
yes, even though they're being offered. It's
yeah.
like, no, I'd rather stay home and work remotely,
Yeah.
and I'll even wear my work jacket. I
Yeah.
know I have a couple of friends that their bosses, the work culture says you must wear your work clothes when you're working online,
Oh, really?
and they're fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't deny some of the comforts of being able to work from home.
Sure. You don't have the commute.
Even doing theater,
Yeah.
we did a whole street theater
Yeah. I was gonna mention.
tour,
Yeah.
and it was weird
Uh-huh.
on one level. On the other hand, it was really nice to be able to roll out of bed and do a show at 2 o'clock.
Exactly. And I have to give a shout out to Crystal Field,
Mm.
who's owns theater for the new city, and she wrote and directed the street theater production. And I've had many people say that they thought it was the best one they've seen, which is amazing
It's
considering it was
crazy.
on Zoom. And she took it to a new level. And everybody, Michael David Gordon was the star of that show. So, it,
Well, I
so
would debate that. I would debate that I was a star.
yeah.
I was a principal. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. No, you were fantastic. My mother loved you, by the way. In
Oh,
Indiana, she loved you. So yeah, it's incredible. Like that is we could have not done it, because it is
right.
all about being in the street, in the communities throughout the city, in the various communities throughout New York City. And Crystal just did it, went forward with it, and it worked really, really well. Um,
Well, that's a part of the TNC gestalt. Again, I keep using that word. I use it a lot because it's important. It's like that's a part of what makes TNC TNC is that the theater does not stop, and that's because of Crystal. Crystal does not stop,
she does.
and the people that work there and love this place and make this place go, we
Yeah.
all share that. Nothing will stop us,
Yeah.
not even COVID.
And by the way, there's no money. Like nobody is making money. So um, that said, if anybody wants to donate, I'm shameless, I know, but if you want to donate, you can go to the website and donate to
Yes,
theaterforthecity.net.
yes,
I
yes. The theater needs money.
Yeah, it really does. And all small theaters need money.
Yes.
So, but yeah, it is just a drive, an innate drive to create, I think, and that's what keeps us going, you know. And thank God for Zoom that we can.
And the discovery, that's the thing, the discoveries that you'll make
Mhm,
if you just keep moving forward. And the creativity that happens
mhm,
is really inspiring.
mhm. Yeah, you're doing. I'm doing stuff I never thought possible. I didn't even know what Zoom was last
Yep,
March,
yep.
and you know, 40 plays later, it's like this is crazy.
You've
Listen,
done 40 plays?
I've done, and I've worked at other theaters, and including Lower East Side Festival of the Arts, Halloween,
Mhm.
and then Street Theater. I don't know what the number is. It's crazy.
Ah,
So we've done almost every Thursday, you know, a reading
wow, yeah.
of a new play. So and then I've done other readings as an
Mhm.
actor at other places. It's insane. It works so much. Um, I do want to get back to the workshop though.
Sure.
Uh, I don't know what else did I want to say.
I don't
Their
know.
their final project will be sometime in February, you said.
Yes, it'll
Oh, I
be
know, right.
President's Day week.
Right. So, and we'll let everybody know about that. But there are other people teaching in
Yes,
the program, and I just wanted to maybe if we wanted to give a shout out to some of those
yes.
folks.
Justin Rodriguez,
Mhm,
uh, Celestina Bradshaw, T.
uh-huh,
Scott Lilly,
mhm.
Matt Angel, Michael Sanders, Natasha Velez,
Yeah,
and they will all, they all have their specialties,
yeah,
um, but many of them bleed over into other uh, uh, ways of working as well.
mhm,
Justin very much is going to be handling a lot of the acting and the improv work,
mhm.
and I'm hoping that he'll do some rapping with the
Yeah,
kids, because I would love to see some kind of even short rap
yeah.
somewhere within the context of this piece somewhere. Who knows?
Why not?
Uh,
Justin was also in the Street Theater and
yes,
had a
yes,
amazing song
yes.
in the show.
And Celestina, she'll be handling a lot of the movement work,
Yeah.
and T. Scott Lilly will be handling, teaching them some songwriting skills,
Mhm, mhm.
and he may get some piano and some guitar in there.
Yeah.
Matt also will be doing some improv work, some music work. Michael Sanders is going to be doing some poetry with them,
Uh-huh.
and some African folk tales. And Natasha. Uh, her title is sort of my administrative assistant,
Uh-huh.
but she's also going to be doing some work with the kids, I'm sure,
Yeah.
because she's really talented. And
Yes.
that's what's great about this group that has been established, is that they really know the way that TNC works
Mhm.
and what TNC is and how it's distinct
Yeah.
from other places. So that
Mhm.
even the kids shows
Mhm.
will be, you'll be able to walk in there and say, yeah, that's a TNC show.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
this is great. I'm glad we got to chat about this. I do want to say, so they can still sign up, and
absolutely. Yes.
would they just go to the theater for the new city.net?
Yes. 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 They should go to the website,
Mhm.
and they'll be, their information will be transmitted to me, and
Uh-huh.
I'll get back to them and take it from there.
Okay, cool. That's great to know. And then I wanted to ask you what else you, Michael David Gordon, are working on. What other projects do you have?
Well,
That,
let's see.
I mean,
I'm about to release an album,
well, okay, that's huge.
so that'll be interesting. It'll be called Tracks,
Uh-huh.
TRAX
Uh-huh.
1,
Okay.
and it's my first album of my tunes.
That's
Uh,
amazing.
and
Congratulations.
thank you, thank you. I have a songwriting partner,
Uh-huh.
Logan Evan Thomas, amazing classical world class pianist,
Uh-huh.
and he's my writing partner.
Yeah.
I'm working on that. I'm working on a radio play that is going to be done on Zoom,
Mhm.
of a Brecht piece, Mother Courage, and we're in the process of doing that. I'm doing some various voiceover projects.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm writing something that I don't want to talk about much right now, but it's going to involve politicians and Black Lives Matter
Uh-huh.
and the circus.
Oh, okay. We are in a circus.
That's for sure.
And is there like, do you have a website or somewhere that people could go?
Well, yeah, that website is under construction as we speak.
Mhm.
It'll be called everythingmichaeldavid.com.
Everything. I will put this info on in the notes or on
Okay, that's great. That's
everything.
great. That's
And
great.
then, Michael, what about you? Want to send people your Instagram account or?
Oh, wow. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I
Yeah.
really don't. I'm on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can get me Michael David Gordon on Facebook and on Instagram. I almost never go there, but I think it's also Michael David.
Yeah. Some
You'll find
version of my. Okay, cool.
yes.
All right, cool. Well, I think that is all I have to say for the moment.
Ah,
I am excited for you guys, and I'm so glad that you are carrying on doing this online and just making the most of it. And it will probably be extraordinary. I
I
really
love this. I love TNC. TNC gave me my first paying job
really
uh, out of college, my very first paying job back in
just a few
1980,
years ago, right?
just a few years ago. Yes, 1983.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Wow.
And this theater has very much defined who I am as an artist, how I
Yeah,
work.
that's incredible.
Um, so, you know, all shout out to TNC
Mhm.
at all times. I have no problem being a shameless shaman for
Excellent.
TNC.
They need it. I also want to tell everybody that this Saturday, their TNC is having their pop-up shop, their chop shop performance, which is out, the loading dock of the theater. I don't know what's called at the garage or whatever. It's between First Avenue and Second Avenue on 10th Street.
Mhm.
And so everybody go check it out at 2 o'clock. It's just an hour long. So every
It's
Saturday.
really cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's such a East Village extraordinary experience just to be outside, socially distanced, mind you. But so check that out. And then we have a reading coming up on December the third. I didn't even know. I should have written this
Like,
down.
oh my God.
Thursday of next week, and it's a one-man show titled 1953: The Race to the Summit. So and then every Thursday. So go to theaterforthenewcity.net and check out what's happening. There's a lot coming up, believe it or not. It's incredible. And again, donate at theaterforthenewcity.net and support your small businesses and just give what you can. A dollar, it's amazing. Like a dollar helps. So thank you for taking time to chat.
Absolutely.
And kudos. Good luck Thursday. Was it Tuesday next week?
Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much.
And keep us
Looking
posted.
forward to having everybody come and check us out.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep it available, like the info flowing to the community, so they know where to go.
Great.
I'll
Absolutely.
learn how to speak English by then. All right. So that's it, guys. Peace out. Bye.